Okay, so listen, I wanted to talk about YouTube because YouTube's devastating, all right? YouTube is devastating. You're basically just getting bullied by the thing that you're trying to be good at. So my views sucked a little bit last week, and that's fine. It's what it is. It started really good, right? I got over 1,000 on our little StewCube video before I released the next one. Great. Nearly 2,000 on the Max Park PB, and that's where I started to get excited, right? That's where my little brain juices started going, oh, we're going to do it. We're going to get over 1,000 views on every video this week. No way. And then these two went womp womp and just didn't go off at all. And I was very surprised about the Gan one, actually. Very surprised about the Gan 2x2. Usually if you make a video with Gan in the title, then you're sweet. Like everyone's going to watch that. Every little Timmy on the internet's going to be at that. But it didn't happen, and that's okay. And you know why? Because I am practicing not worrying while I'm making this podcast. I'm practicing not worrying, and that's why YouTube's hard, because sometimes you'll put so many hours into a video and then it bombs and you go, oh, my feelings, ow. But what I'm trying to do is not do that, and it's really difficult, but I'm trying to get better at it by practicing, basically. So that's why I'm putting out so many videos at the moment, and they're not ultra produced, ultra awesome videos. That makes some YouTubers mad because they say it's low effort, and they say, I did more editing than you and you got more views. And it's like, well, that's not really what it's about. We're just trying to make content that people care about and content that people watch. But in other big YouTube news, and I don't think there are many. I'm not sure if there are. Curious Nick, welcome along. I'm not sure if there are any YouTubers in the chat right now. But something big is happening. That's going to be rolled out to all creators. We're going to get ABC testing for thumbnails, so we can upload 3 thumbnails, and YouTube will just test them all and see which one works best, and then just send that one out. So no more guessing and messing around with thumbnails. Very exciting for me because I do that as a side hustle. I make thumbnails for a couple of other channels, so that's very exciting. Not Cube channels, totally different. None of this is important in comparison to what I'm about to do now, because I have to go and look at my little comments here because I saved these up. King Joshua first on the StewCube video, and you know what, buddy? Proud of you. I sent you something the other day, didn't I? What did you buy? I can't remember. Was it a fancy big cube, I think, or was it a Maylong? It was a Maylong, a Waylong V10, wasn't it? Dauntless cubing first on the stream itself. Hey, buddy, proud of you. There we go. Everyone gets my respect when they type first on something. Are there any other YouTube channels doing that? No way. No way. That's who. Hey, listen, I've been thinking, all right, which is a dangerous thing to do, and it's honestly something I've been warned about, but I've been thinking, daydreaming, if we keep going with the podcast and we make it to the end of, I don't know, if we make it towards the end of the year, it'd be cool to do a members thing. Hey, it'd be cool to do like a really, really low cost member subscription. But then, like, I was thinking, well, what do I do for that? What do I do for that? And maybe that's where like full practice streams go. Like maybe that's where big full on practicing cubing streams go, or like extra streams, you know, something extra. Stick it in the chat. If you have any opinions, let's do a double hypothetical. Let's just assume that you think a members thing is a good idea, right? What would you like to see in a members only part of this production? You know, this escapade. What do you think that might look like? What would you like to see? Let me know in the chat. If you're watching this later, let me know in the comments, and we'll see where that goes. Okay, so. What do I think of CubeLog asking, what do you think of Monkey League? Monkey League was so good. Loved it. Monkey League was so good, in fact, that we here in New Zealand reached out to, I can't remember his name. Who was the Monkey League guy? Anyway, Laser Monkey. We reached out to him and said, yo, can we do a little Kiwi League version of that? And he said, yes, you can. And so we did. So if you go back in my YouTube channel about 2.5 years, you might see some Monkey League matches. No, not Monkey League, Kiwi League matches. So yeah, Kiwi League, goated. We love it. Philip Lewicki. Thank you, James. It's time for an ad break. Today's stream, today's podcast, today's episode of the podcast brought to you by speedcube.co.nz. Buy your cubes there if you're in New Zealand and Australia. If you're anywhere else in the world, go buy a cool t-shirt at lastlayercubing.com. Buy yourself a Cubecast mug there if you want. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? And if you're buying cubes in Australia and New Zealand, make sure to add some cube sauce to your order. It's delicious. Don't eat it. It's not food. But it's good for your cubes and it makes them go fast. So that's nice. Right. I had a technical question as well. Everyone comes in just under an hour. How do you know it's coming into an hour? Does someone give you a nudge on the shoulder?
No, absolutely not. You can't get like outside information or something.
How do you know it's an hour?
I've practiced a bunch, and I hope I get my timing right, basically.
Oh my days. So but I guess they'll stop you if you get to an hour, right?
Yeah. So at the hour you get cut off, and any cubes that you haven't solved yet or haven't attempted yet are counted as DNFs.
Right. So so it's not going to DNF the whole attempt.
No.
Okay. Because that was stressing me out. That was really stressing me out.
But that said, you really don't want to hit the hour, because every cube that you don't solve is effectively minus 2 points, because you could have solved it, which would have added a point, and you didn't, so it's minus a point. So yeah, it's like if there's even like a couple of cubes you have left, you have 3 cubes left, that's minus 6 points, which is massive. So yeah, you want to be coming in under the hour. You don't want to leave. You don't want to be leaving metaphorical money on the table. I hear you. No, exactly.